In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to enable OAuth server in Supabase, step by step 2026. We'll start right at the source. Open your browser and go to supabase.com. This is where you'll access your dashboard and project settings to turn on the OAuth server feature. Next, sign into your Supabase account. Use your usual sign-in method, and once you're in, you'll land on the dashboard. On the homepage, choose the organization that contains the project you want to work with. If you're a part of multiple orgs, make sure you pick the one that owns the app you'll be integrating with OAuth. You'll need the right permissions to change authentication settings. Now, open your existing project. If you don't have one yet, you can create a new project and return here once it's set up. For this walkthrough, I'll assume you're enabling OAuth on an existing project so you can wire it up to your current app. Inside the project view, look at the left-hand navigation. Click Authentication. This is where all auth features are configured, including email, providers, and the OAuth server. Within Authentication, locate the configuration area. This section groups the settings you'll need to customize behavior for your project's auth flows. Find and select OAuth server, which may be labeled as beta. Keep in mind that features in beta can evolve, so if something looks slightly different in your dashboard, the steps are still the same. Enable the Supabase OAuth server by toggling it on. When it's enabled, you'll see fields you need to complete. Start with the site URL. This should be the base URL of your application, and it should match what you've configured in your Auth URL configuration settings. Use your production-based URL for live apps and your local URL when developing. Next, set the authorization path. This is the route in your app where you'll present the OAuth authorization and consent UI. For example, you might use OAuth consent, which would make your preview authorization URL something like http localhost 3000 OAuth consent during local development. Be sure this path actually exists in your app. Users will be sent here to approve access. You'll also see an option to allow dynamic OAuth apps. Turn this on if you plan to register OAuth clients programmatically via API. If you don't need that flexibility, you can leave it off for a tighter security posture. When you're done, save your changes. That's it, your project now has the Supabase OAuth server enabled, and you're ready to plug it into your app's authorization flow.